Alright guys, welcome back to another edition. It's Sunday here, June 12, 2022. It's 12:30 in the afternoon and we went to camping yesterday, but I didn't feel like going, and so I didn't take any pictures or record a video yesterday. Uh, I was tired because the night before we were at the friend's place and we stayed there till almost 1 o'clock in the morning. So I didn't have the really the urge to go out. I just want to spend the day supposedly to rest yesterday, but we ended up going to the lake, but not really. We not really to the lake, but um, to a campground. And so, all right, that would be it. I didn't make any videos at all, so I didn't capture the moment. I was, it's only this time that I realized that I should have taken a video or record something, when we were there. Um, yeah. And so, the purpose of my video today is I came across an article on CNBC, the title of which was why Californians are moving to Mexico. Well, essentially, that it's I think it's flawed because it's not only Californians who are moving to Mexico, but in general, most people in the developed world. Because you see, um, in the developed world like US, Canada, Australia, New Zealand, and Europe, they're seeing a much higher inflation compared to the rest of the world. Just like in the Philippines, we have a much lower inflation rate compared to what had been released on Friday. The US CPI came out 8.6%. It was higher than expected because the analysts are expecting 8.3%. It ended up 8.6%. And so, yeah, because the Californians, what are their choices really? Like, you move to Washington, you move to Texas or Arizona or New Mexico. So once you get there, if you're the first one to move out of California, you're probably gonna end up paying uh, a lot less than what you're paying in California before you moved out of there. But as soon as other people start arriving, there are more currency, there are more cash sluicing around. That will push the price up, and it will drive up the prices, right? So whenever there is a migration from one place to another, you take out the inflation from that place where they moved out from, and then just transfer to another place, say like Arizona or New Mexico or Washington, wherever that might be. So the thing that the article is all about Californians moving to Mexico is totally true, because right now I'm seeing a lot of YouTubers or other YouTubers or um, other peasants. No, I'm just kidding. Other not immigrants, actually, because they call themselves expats. If you're Westerners, you don't call yourself immigrant. You call yourself an expat. Well, that's how they gracefully call themselves. Okay, but in a serious note, it is not only Americans moving to California, but they're also moving to other countries where it's more cheaper, where they can extend their buck, right? They get more money, they get more bang for the buck. So right now, it's I think one US dollar is equivalent to 53 pesos, Philippine pesos, and so they'd rather move out, especially the ones are on fixed income, those in on pensions. So they move out of here, and they moved into to the Philippines where their sweethearts, their internet sweethearts are waiting for them, and so that drives up the cost in the Philippines. The same thing like the Californians, according to the article, is moving to Mexico. So drives up the prices in Mexico, right? And so that priced out most of the locals, like Mexican citizens, which now find themselves they cannot afford the cost of living because the people who have the dollar, whatever, U.S. dollar, Canadian dollar, Australian dollar, you know, are driving up the prices, especially the housing. The reason why they're moving out of the U.S., more specifically California, is because they can't uh, they can't afford to live even frugally. It's not feasible anymore because the housing, the rent is already skyrocketing, and their salary is just not enough. And so what's gonna happen is, as these older people, those on pensions are moving out of the U.S. or any other countries and moving into much cheaper ones. What happens? The local peoples in that community, in that country, are getting the squeeze. They're feeling the crunch that they cannot compete with the ones who got the mighty dollar, which is not money. It's just a piece of paper where there is a number printed on that says the government of this is it's it's they are liable for this, and that this amount should be it is for this amount, that but it's actually a paper. It's nothing, but they can print it out, and so, yeah, but going back to the title of the blog, it's the people who are in the local community, in that country, are getting priced out because they cannot compete with the ones who are pushing the prices up, the foreigners, right? So what's happening is, eventually, they're gonna have to find a way to make it into, to the US, to Canada, to Europe, or because there's no way for them, like there's no way for them to live when the prices goes up. you know the ones that are benefiting from it are the foreigners, right? So the foreigners going out of their country and coming into a much cheaper country, and then the citizens of that country are moving out of their own country, just like me. I moved out of the Philippines and moved in here. you know it only benefits the big companies, the multinational companies. I saw an article. No, it's actually um, an interview with the CEO of BlackRock, and I don't know if he was really confident when he said that there are now 2 million legal immigrants in the U.S. It means like it's like that would be another people who are going to be working for the system. You know, those 2 millions going to be working for the system, pumping up more cash into the system, right? Because they're gonna work, they're gonna buy stuff, they're gonna they want to have a house, American dream, Canadian dream, whatever dream you want, the dream, right? They're gonna push the consumption up, because they're gonna have kids. They want to have a house, a new clothes. They want to have a new sneakers, and whatever. You want to have a nice vacation home, a boat, a trailer. You know, that's what it meant for them. These big fund managers, right? And so, well, I cannot add any more into that. This is just my opinion, and so I hope I just sent the message across and you understand what I'm saying here. And so basically, ang gusto ko lang malaman ng mga ano is, you know the there are a lot of jobs here because of these people moving out ng their certain countries like Canada, and then moving into Philippines, moving into Canada, Mexico, where there's more cheaper alternative, right? And so, to anyone who's still staying in their own country, you gotta prepare because this is gonna push up the cost of living. Well, as for the ones who are earning in their local currency, you see, when these foreigners move into Mexico, they're gonna bring with them the dollar, which when they exchange it to Mexican peso will be worth more. So they can afford to live in a nice gated neighborhood. They can afford to buy two new cars. The cost of living is a lot lower than what it was when they were in the U.S. And so, yeah, well, if you want to come to the U.S. or to Canada, then you'll have to make your way and find out the legal way to come in and see for yourself. And so, yeah, with that, I want to thank you for watching and continue supporting my channel. I hope to see you again next time on my next video. Have a great weekend and hope you enjoy the great work week ahead. Bye bye.